Hello my beans and nuggets, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Jasmine, back at it again with yet another video. Look at that, me actually staying consistent and posting content. If you see me wearing the same outfit, no you didn't. I'm just batch recording, so we're just gonna go with it. At least I'm feeding content out, so there's that. But for today's video, I thought it'd be fun to review every single Rhode skincare item that is offered. So if this is something that you're interested in, then just keep watching. Let's start with a little introduction to Rhode skincare. If you are not familiar with this brand, this is a brand that Hailey Bieber started. It is a skincare brand. They also offer some lip peptide treatments, and then they also have fun little accessories like phone cases. So I will start off by saying, initially, when Rhode first launched, I tried to order products from them so many times, probably like 4 or 5 times, like every time that they would do their restocks, because I was never able to manage to get anything from the first launch. And I will say it was so challenging trying to order anything from them during their restocks when they first launched. And this is something that actually like left such a bad taste in my mouth, and I gave up on the brand and I was like, that's it, like I'm gonna take my money elsewhere, you know, I'm just gonna buy other products. It's so like inaccessible. It's not accessible, like, and this whole like concept of exclusivity, like, ooh, be the first one, you know, to get the items, be here right on the dot, you know, and I would still be there like minutes before the launches and the restocks and would still not be able to get my hands on anything. So it was super frustrating for me, and I was like, you know what, like I give up, I'm done. And I kind of, you know, put them in a pocket in my brain, put them away, forgot about it, moved on, used other products. I was fine with the other products, whatever. Imagine my surprise when I received an email from them and they were like, we would love to send you some of our lip products. And I was like, oh my God, I would love that. You know, like I've been trying so long to get your products and I can't get my hands on them. So they sent me the 4 like core colors. I think it was like toast, ribbon, espresso, and raspberry jelly. And I loved all of them. And I was like, I love them. I personally did not have any kind of weird reaction to them. I know some people had allergies to them. I wasn't one of those people, thankfully. I also didn't really have an issue with them being grainy, and if I did, I just like warmed it up in my hands. I'm honestly like easy to please. I don't really care. Even if it's grainy, if I warm it up and it works, I'm not gonna complain. That's just how I am. So after that, I was like, okay, like I would love to try their skincare, but like I'm still scared that I'm not gonna be able to like order anything because it's always like out of stock, or it just like sells out immediately. So again, imagine my surprise when they send me another email and they're like, we would love to send you our core products. This is whenever their pineapple cleanser came out, and I was like, oh my God, like yes, I would love to try it. Like, are you kidding me? So they sent me the cleanser and then some of the items that they had first initially launched. And then I recently actually purchased with my own money the butter like barrier moisturizer cream. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go over every single item that they offer, because I have all of them and I thought that this would be a really helpful video. Also, especially because I am an esthetician. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't really like broadcast that because I have such a bad memory and I have dyslexia. I'm not really great with ingredients, if I'm gonna be honest with you. They kind of just all get jumbled in my head and I'm just like, forget about it, I don't even care. I also am a full-time content creator, so if it makes you feel any safer, I am not actively working at any kind of med spas or anything like that, not giving people the wrong direction, but I would say I'm actually overall like a pretty great esthetician. I'm actually a medical esthetician, so I was working a lot with, you know, like lasers and all kinds of treatments. So not that that has any relevancy, but I've tried a lot of skincare products. I am also a full-time beauty content creator. With me being an esthetician and a content creator, I have tried a wide range of products, and hopefully that kind of helps you understand that I have tried probably more products than the average person, and hopefully that makes you feel more comfortable in trusting my review. I'm also a very honest person, and I also want to remind you guys that skincare, pretty much anything, skincare, makeup, food, fragrance, whatever it is subjective. Like literally every person is going to react differently. So even though these products might work amazing for me, they might not work for you. Something that works amazing for you, that might be your holy grail, might give me an allergy and I hate it and I throw it away. So I want you to just keep that in mind throughout this review. That being said, all this yapping, you guys are probably like, oh my God, will you just shut up already? Let's go ahead and talk about the first item. I am also going to go in the order of like how I would do my skincare. So also keep that in mind. So this is the Pineapple Refresh Cleanser. I was like, what is this called? Pineapple Refresh Cleanser. I also want to take a moment to kind of appreciate the simplicity of the packaging. I think that not everything needs to have like extravagant, bougie, you know, outlandish packaging. I love the simplicity of the Rhode line. It's all just basically it just looks like this, just it's either white or gray. But yeah, I just wanted to start off with that because I just love that it's simple, it's not in a glass bottle, it's easy to travel with, whatever. So this is a PGA daily cleanser. It is a pineapple enzyme cleanser and it does not smell like pineapple. It is a very like kind of not bright yellow color, but it's yellow. I will say when you use this, you barely need any product, and this is a product that you want to use a little bit of this and then add a little bit of water and then mix it together to kind of give you that really nice lather. You do not need much of this at all. Like when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. You really barely need not even a dime size amount. I feel like that is generous. You could probably use less and get away with it. I personally love this cleanser. I think that this is such an amazing cleanser. You could use this every day, morning and night. It is that gentle. And it is also not a cleanser that is going to strip your face of all the oils. I know a lot of people kind of have this misconception that like, oh, oily skin is bad skin. Not necessarily. I mean, if you're overly oily, there's something going on there that your skin is lacking. However, I think that when people cleanse their face, some people kind of have this idea and again misconception that you really need to get everything like completely off. And I feel like when they're like, oh, it's so squeaky clean, like literally like if I just like rubbed my face, it could almost like you could almost hear the squeaking. You don't want that. You actually do want some of your natural oils. You don't want them to be stripped off your face. This is a really amazing cleanser. Honestly, I have so many products in my collection, like I said, that I've been trying to go through. However, you know, I was using this consistently like every day for months and no reaction, did not strip my skin. It made my skin look and feel so amazing. So me personally, I love this cleanser. I would recommend this for pretty much everybody because it is such a good, gentle, everyday cleanser that you can use every night and day. But that is my personal opinion. Love this one so much. Let's move on to the next product. Now, this is the glazing milk, and I do believe some of their packaging, like this packaging is a little bit like matte and rubberized. This one I think is the newer packaging that they're sticking with where it kind of has that, you know, shiny finish, the kind of vinyl look to it. This glazing milk, the Ceramide Facial Essence, I need a jumbo bottle of this. Give me this in 10 ounces. I want to bathe in this in my bathtub. It is that good. When I tell you, if you thought the Laneige one was good, that one's pretty good. It's also a lot more lightweight and completely different texture. But if you thought that one was good, try this one. Life-changing. Life-changing. That's why I said this is going to be something that I will keep continuously repurchasing until I can't anymore. Like if they ever discontinue this, God help me, I will throw a fit because this is so good. Now this is a really interesting product. It comes out very liquidy, and when you're applying it on your skin, it's very liquidy. However, as you start buffing it into the skin, it almost like thickens into a more like emollient, thick product. And it seeps so beautifully into the skin. Oh my God, it leaves you with this like ethereal angel glow. This stuff is amazing. I need a jumbo size of it. This is so good on the skin. It is so beautiful. The way it just melts into the skin, everything about it. Trust me, take my word. If there's one thing that I could recommend from this whole line, this, because I feel like it's such a good like multi-use product as well. It's super versatile. It goes on kind of like, you know, a creamy toner, but then as you're buffing it into the skin, it kind of gets, again, like a little bit thicker. It almost acts as like a lightweight moisturizer. So I love this so much. It's it will leave you looking like a glazed donut. You can also use this, like a little tiny dot of it, and mix it in with your foundation. I know that's what Haley does, and she's flawless every time. So anything that she does, I'm like, all right, queen, I guess we're gonna be following in your footsteps, because anything you do, your skin is obviously glowing. I'm here for it. I want to look like that. There's a squirrel running along the fence behind the window. Anyways, yes, this is incredible. Next thing, let's talk about the peptide glazing fluid. This is one of the original products that came out in her initial launch. I used to gripe about the packaging. I do feel like if you're like in a rush, this is kind of like the worst possible packaging, because it just like doesn't want to go on. But if you take the time, it snaps back on. My only gripe about this product is that it's so small. I almost feel like it's like a travel size product. There is a decent amount of product in here though. I think there's 1.7 fluid ounces. If you are using this consistently though, every day, like twice a day, good luck. You're going to be buying these a couple times a month, because I feel like this just barely lasts if you are using this every day. I don't love using this one every day just because it is a little bit on the pricier side, and I kind of just want to like savor every bit of it. I like to use this like a few times a week just because it's so good, but I just don't want to run out of it so fast and have to keep buying new ones. So that's just my only gripe, is the size. But formula wise, love this stuff so much. The next item is the Barrier Restore Cream. Again, this is one of the OG initial launched items. This, again, I feel like these almost look like travel sizes compared to everything else that they have in their collection. This also has 1.7 fluid ounces of product. Again, my only gripe is the price. Formula, really great. I love this. This is a really good, like, richer cream instead of the peptide glazing fluid. I feel like the glazing fluid almost kind of acts as like a lighter moisturizer, but this one is a little bit thicker, and I love it. I love it so much, but again, just such a little amount of product if you're using this every day. So I would love to see these in like a bigger size. I don't know if they'll ever expand the size and do that, but we'll see, because I know they just came out with minis of some of this stuff. So curious to know, but love those so much. And lastly, the last product that we're going to be talking about is the new Barrier Butter moisturizer. I was going to say Barrier Butter cream. Don't really know what to call this. This stuff is incredible. This one is like an even richer, deeper cream than the other two that I just showed you, the glazing fluid and the Barrier Restore cream. This stuff, holy moly, I'm trying to cuss less on this channel, but this is incredible. I actually got a mini size of this to travel with me whenever I had gone to Atlanta, and I had purchased that intentionally, like, for that trip. It's like almost like this size, even though that one's not a travel size, but it's like a lot smaller. And I went there during a time where it was still warmer in Texas, but it was like really cold in Atlanta, and I was a little worried my skin was just gonna like dry up and, you know, lose life and everything. But I used that cream while I was there, saved my skin, literally saved my skin. Like, I would wake up and I would still look like as if I just put it on. It was insane. And I also used this on the days that I was traveling like to there and then back from there, like going back home, on the airport days. I usually do not like to wear makeup whenever I am traveling, just because it's, you know, it makes my face feel icky. It just, I don't know how to explain it, but maybe it's just a sensory thing, but I do not like to wear makeup whenever I'm traveling. So when I was wearing this on the plane too, I felt like it was crucial to wear on the plane, because usually when you are on the plane, that's when your skin is losing a lot of its moisture. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. Going there, this was perfect. Coming back, when I tell you I looked like a glazed donut, like I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, like I am glowing. And it was so insane that you could almost see your reflection bouncing off my forehead. So, you know, my 5 head, whatever you want to call it. But this stuff is incredible. This is amazing. If you are someone that suffers from really, really dry skin, this is an amazing product. And I also do want to mention to you guys, I should have mentioned this at the very beginning of the video, I do have decently sensitive skin. I will know if a product does not work out literally in the first few hours. Like, if it's going to break me out, it is going to break me out, and it will do it immediately, or I will start developing like a little rash almost and have like texture forming with redness like immediately if it doesn't work out. And usually by the next day I'll know. also if it didn't work out, especially if it's like a cleanser or something and that's the only new thing I used in my new routine. Everything has worked really well for my sensitive skin. I also do want to point out I also struggle with eczema, and one of my trigger points right now is like this area right here, like right below, like right in that area. I don't know why, but lately some things have been like really triggering that, and it's super irritating. And I dealt with a period for like over a month where it just like would not go away. When I used all these items, started clearing up so fast, especially the barrier butter. Oh my god, so good. So overall, this whole line is amazing. I think it's amazing if you have eczema prone skin, if you have sensitive skin. All of these products have worked so incredibly well. I love all of them. The formula of all of them is amazing. They worked really well with my skin, and I feel very fortunate because I know some people didn't work out for them. If that's the case, that is a bummer. I'm sorry. But again, remember, everything is going to work differently for everybody. So do keep that in mind. But I personally loved the whole entire line. I also really love their lip products. I also really love their phone cases. So not just saying this just to, you know, kiss up to her or whatever and just be like, oh my God, I love you, I want to work with you. But that is just my honest review. And, you know, like I said, I purchased this myself, and I have purchased refills of all these items, even though they were initially, some of them were sent to me in PR. I still spent my own hard-earned money on those products after I ran out of them because that's how much I loved them. So if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what will. But I love you guys so much. I hope that this was really helpful. If you have any of the Rhode skincare items, you have to let me know your favorite one. I think my favorite though is the milk, the glazing milk, and also the barrier butter. But I would love to know in the comments which one is your favorite. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.